What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I actually, first of all, teeth check, because I am now, well, I took the Invisalign trays out, but I'm doing Invisalign and it makes me a little bit more conscious of what's on my trays when they are in. And whenever I wear lipstick, it's a hot ass mess. Lipstick gets on the trays and it's not fun. But I took them out so that I can tell you guys this juicy story time from when I was like 15 or 16 and I had dealt with baby mama drama. And now looking back, obviously I see that dude was at fault, and actually now me and baby mama, and we'll give her a name in a second, we're not like friends, but we're cordial, there's no beef, and yeah, so I don't think there's gonna be a problem with me telling this story, and nobody's gonna know who she is. I'm gonna give her a name, I'm gonna give dude a name, and yeah, this is old, guys. This is old stuff, nothing new, but it is a very juicy story time, to say the least. So when I was around 15 or 16, all of my friends were always older than me. I had a lot of senior friends, and then I had a girl that I was specifically friends with who wasn't even in high school anymore. I think she was like in her first or second year of college, which was like a very short run for her. I don't think school was her thing, which to each their own, right? But at the time, I was about a sophomore. It had to be the beginning of my sophomore year, and I was going partying a lot, and I did have a curfew, which is so funny to think that I was like always out at the parties, but I did still have a curfew. And on random occasions where we literally had to write my parents a letter as to why I should be able to sleep out, I would get to. Now I'm talking, we would have a thesis in the paper, there would be a beginning, middle, and end, a whole argument as to why Crystal should be able to sleep out. And so this particular night, I was able to sleep out. And when I tell you, whenever I was able to sleep out, it was for nothing good in terms of us. We were just out there staying out late, being crazy. So I think my parents knew that, and so that's why it was like very far and few. Her grandma had to let him know, like, don't worry, the girls, she was down. Granny was down. She was like, don't worry, the girls are gonna be here. It's just a slumber party. Lies were told. Lies were told. We were not gonna be there. We were gonna be going out. And so that is exactly what we did. And we finally got dressed and we were ready. So we hit dip, like we left. And this party was in a city that was near where I grew up. It's not the best area to be in, especially when you're about to go to a house party. Parties were really not safe to go to, but everybody was out there. There was like a select few people who would always throw bangers. Banger is a huge house party. So there was a few people who always threw bangers, and this one particular person was throwing a party, and so we were out there. Like, we were in there like swimwear. And we went, me and my girls. We're gonna call the oldest one that wasn't in high school, we're gonna call her Stacy. And there was another girl who was in high school, she was a grade above me. We're gonna call her Nicole. So Stacy and Nicole and I, we were feeling ourselves. Like, we were like, we look real cute, and we're trying to bag. And if you don't know what bag is, it's when you try to get numbers, or when you try to, you know, get you a little cutie from the party. We were just trying to get numbers. We were trying to find a little boo. And so, me being me, I was just going through the party, living my life, and there was dude who caught my eye. And now looking back, and like thinking about what this person looked like, how this person acted, how they portrayed themselves, absolutely not my type now. But back then, I was like, oh, chef's kiss. He is like everything. I need to get this dude's number. So we were going to the party, you know, when you're like having fun, but you keep making eye contact with the person that you're really trying to slide with. So I'm still having fun, doing me, dancing, you know, everything's going good. No cops were called because we were in that city, and if you know, typically if the cops came, they were out within 5 minutes and they weren't really shutting stuff down. So here I am, little old me. I'm just doing my thing, having fun, but I keep making eye contact with dude. So, and we should call dude, actually we're just gonna call dude dude. He doesn't deserve a name because he was just shiesty, so whatever. At the end of the party, we're walking to Stacy's car, and she drove. She was grown. She had to be like 18 or 19 at the time. I was like 15 or 16. And we're walking to her car, and lo and behold, dude comes over and he's like trying to mac to me, you know? He's like, you know, what's up? Where you from? How old are you? And I don't know, we was lying about our age. That's all I know. And so this I will take ownership on, because there's a whole lot of stuff that went on in this story that I believe I was very young and naive. But this part I'll take ownership on. I lied about my age. I was like, well, anyways, we'll get to the part where I was truthful. So I told dude, I'm like, yeah, I'm 17, and I didn't say 18, so I was still keeping it kind of near how old I was. And he was like, cool, bet, you know, and I believe he lied about his age as well, but it came, like, we ended up being truthful. And so he was like, bet, where are you guys going? So I'm like, oh, we're just going back to Nicole's house, which Nicole had a cool mom, and Nicole's mom really just was chilling. Like, if we went back there with people, she really wasn't tripping about it. So they were like, let's slide, like, let's chill. So me being me, and I was thinking this dude is so cute, I'm like, all right, cool, let's go. So we go with Stacy, we get in her car, we drive to Nicole's house. Dude shows up with his homeboy, and we're just chilling. Literally, all of us were in the living room, we're chilling. I had no business being out at that time. We're at Nicole's house chilling, literally just, you know, shooting the breeze back and forth, and it literally was like 4 in the morning. And at one point I was like, dang, like, can I be honest with you? To dude, like, me and dude were just sitting down talking. I was like, honestly, I'm 15. I'm not 17. I lied. And straight up, within the same night that I met this person, I told him the truth about my age. And he was like, damn, like, at the beginning he was like, damn, that's crazy, because, you know, I am 23. Dude was 23 years old. I know, guys, this is just, it's gonna get so messy. So just, I'm not proud of this. Anyways, he shouldn't be proud of this, but I was very impressionable. So I told him the truth. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm 15. Had a thing for dude. Woke up the next day, everything was fine. I woke up to text from dude, and to sum it all up, basically he was with it. Like, he was trying to talk to me and trying to get to know me. So I was like, okay, because I thought he was cute, and I thought it was pretty cool that he was older. And now in hindsight, looking back, I think what he did, knowing how old I was pretty disgusting. And I think it falls under certain terms that I won't say on this video, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. So I'm talking to him for a while, guys. There's so many things that are gonna come up in this video. You guys are gonna be like, deadass? And I'm deadass. He did tell me he had a kid, which I was like, I don't know about all that, because I'm really young. I'm 15. I'm really not trying to deal with three's a triangle, you know what I'm saying? So he told me he had a kid, and I kind of backed off a little bit, but he was still very much so persistent. I mean, it's strange looking back. Like, if I'm backing off, you should just back off, but he was not trying to do that. So we continued to talk after that. I was like, all right, whatever. As long as you're not together with baby moms, we're cool. And he swore to me up and down him and baby moms was not together. So I was like, all right, cool. So Stacy and I, my oldest friend, we started to chill with him and his boy more, and it was just like a weekend thing, which I really enjoyed. I was having fun, and so that's kind of how it continued. And really, it was hard for me to see him because my parents were very strict, and I almost feel like they kind of caught on to me seeing somebody. And if I felt like my demeanor made it look like it was very secretive, which it was. So they started to be a little bit more strict with me, and it was really hard for me. I was like on lockdown. It was hard for me to get out the house, and the only way that I could was if I was gonna go chill with Nicole or Stacy. I started to go and leave the house and chill with the girls, but really I was going to chill with Dude. And I don't know, things just started not sitting right with me, you know. I was like, this is a little weird. Dude gave me this ring that he would wear and told me to wear it, and then no idea that she had bought him this ring that I was wearing. And so I ended up giving it back to him, and I told him, I'm like, that's a little weird that you would give me a ring that your baby moms got you when you were together, still thinking that they weren't together. And I think at some point they were on bad terms, because she hadn't disclosed to me yet that they were exclusively seeing each other. Now, we're gonna come to the night of the drama, and when I found out Dude was heavily involved with baby mom. So it was a weekend. He called me. He's like, hey, what's up? Let's link, you know, come to my boy's house. And now, and again, in hindsight, Dude was living with his boy, sleeping on the couch. Like, and my dumb ass is like, Dreamy, like, what the hell? So anyways, circling back, he was like, you know, come through, slide through with Stacy. We're gonna be at my boy's house chilling. So me and Stacy slide through. It was like a spur of the moment. Like, he just hit us up like, yo, slide through, we're just chilling. So I did. I'm like, dang, you know, I want to see this kid. You know, I was really just liking him. So we slid through and we're chilling. And Stacy was messy. And now I didn't know how messy Stacy was until me looking back. I was really not the one to be posting things, because obviously I was keeping this whole situation a secret from my brothers, from my parents, from really a lot of people. I really wasn't trying to disclose the fact that I'm 15 talking to a 23-year-old, and neither was Dude, because he quite frankly could have went to jail. And he had a daughter, by the way, a whole daughter. So you would think somebody with a daughter wouldn't do that, but anyways, I digress. So we're chilling, and Stacy being messy, and these were Twitter days when everybody was just posting stuff on Twitter, subliminals, you know, all of that. Stacy goes ahead and takes a picture of, I believe we were playing a board game or something. We were doing something. She took a picture of the coffee table and posted it on Twitter. And apparently baby moms was like keeping up with my Twitter and Stacy's, and I believe at this point I had a good idea that he may have been talking to baby moms. And so I was just being petty at this point. I was young, I was impressionable, but that doesn't excuse the fact that I had a good idea that they were kind of talking. I didn't know the extent of it. I knew baby moms was peeping my Facebook and my Twitter for sure. Like, Stacy's dumbass posts a picture on Twitter, and baby mom saw it. She had seen Stacy's post, and she came through. It had to be like 2 in the morning in her pajamas too, because sis was probably in bed. She came through and she's banging, throwing rocks at the window, and I didn't truly I didn't realize how serious. Like, I think they were really in a relationship. I thought they were just messing around on the side, and I'm like, I'm not, you know, I was just being young. No, I really think that they were like in a whole relationship, and Dude was really cheating. And so she came through throwing rocks at this kid's window, his friend, and his friend's apartment was lower to like, so where if she really wanted to, she could probably jump through that window. And so Dude went out and I guess met up with her in the front. We were being escorted out of this kid's friend's apartment so she wouldn't beat me up. And you know, I was just young and ignorant, and I was like a little bit shocked that everything was happening. But as I was walking out, you know, she's saying her words like, oh, I'm gonna beat you up, I'm gonna fuck you up, whatever the case may be. And so, you know, his friend is escorting us to Stacy's car, and of course, me being me, I was like, well then do it. Like, I was like trying, and I'm short as hell. I couldn't see her. Like, I could see her figure. I couldn't make out anything, like her features, basically. And then I feel like in that moment, I'm like, damn, bitch, am I blind? Like, why can't I see this chick's face? Like, I never saw her up close. So, you know, me being me, I'm like, yeah, do it. You're not gonna do shit, da da da. And of course, nothing happened. But she was like crying, but like angry crying. And when I got into the car, that's when I literally looked at Stacy and I'm like, what the fuck? I thought they were just messing around. Like, I truly believe they're in a whole relationship and I'm entangled. Like, so whatever, we went back to Stacy's house and dude texted me and he was like, you set me up. And then that's when I got mad, because I'm like, hold up, first of all, I'm the one that should be mad, because you're painting this picture like you're a single man, you got a crazy baby moms, you know, the typical, like, my baby mom's is crazy, that typical stuff. And he's telling me I set him up, talking about I texted her that I was there. And I was like, and I literally was up all night texting this, blowing his phone up, because I'm like, I don't like when people try to tell me about me and try to tell me what I did and didn't do when I know I didn't do something. So I was like, first of all, why would I text her? I don't even have sis's number. Like, why would I do all that? Why would I set you up when we were literally having a good time 2 hours ago before sis came up throwing rocks trying to kill me? So after that, that was pretty much it for a little bit. He kind of stopped talking to me, maybe for like a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks tops. And then of course, you know, he starts blowing up my line again. And me being a silly head, I was gonna say something else. I answered, because at the time I liked him, and like he was doing like things that were really nice, you know, making me feel special. And when you're 15 and you don't even have like a whole fucking brain cell to realize that dude is just doing this to get one thing. So anyways, I answered and I wanted revenge. And so I had him come over to my house with his boy. I had my friends over, his boys came over with him. And I'm like, I am gonna get sis back, which in hindsight was terrible of me. They had a child, like what I was doing was wrong. This is not who I am now, but I feel like I also have to continuously reiterate, I was 15 years old talking to a 23-year-old who continuously pursued me even after I tried to stop talking to him. So I was like, you know what, you want to hit me up? Fine, come over. So my parents, I think they had went away for the weekend, but my brothers were there, but my brothers went out for a little bit, which we'll get to. My brothers went out for a little bit, and I was like, fine, come over. I had my friends over. He brought his friends. We're chilling on the couch, you know, shooting the breeze, and my friend took a picture of us. So before we get to that, my brother ended up coming home, and he was like, who are you? That's my little sister. You need to get the fuck out my house. Just turning into a whole novela, like crazy. So dude leaves with his friends. Me and Stacy are there, and my brother didn't get as mad as he would have because Stacy was there and I over it. He didn't snitch on me, which, you know, thanks for that, Steve. He did not snitch on me. But anyways, after dude had left, I'm like, you put me through all this stress, and now it's my turn. So I went ahead and texted baby moms the pictures of us that my friend took, and she literally told me as I had sent that to her, she's like, well, he's here now. Oh my god. I was like, oh hell no. It was like a checkmate sort of situation. I was like, this dude has no chill. Like, he really was messy. He didn't give he did not care. He left my house where he was just laid up with me on the couch with his boys. So, you know, that's why I don't trust friends like their boys are not your boys. Let me say that again. Their boys are not your boys. Stop trying to be cool with the boys because their loyalty lies with dude. So he left my crib, my house, and went to go back to his baby mom's. He really did that. And so I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, this whole thing is messy. And so I was like, you know what? I really need to leave this dude alone. So that's basically the sum of the story. And yeah, I was just a little bit messy, but also I was young and impressionable, and I felt like really good that an older guy was giving me attention. And in hindsight, it's not sitting right with me. But at the end of the day, you know, a couple years went by, literally maybe like 1 or 2 years, and baby moms reached out to me and we both equally apologized. But I almost feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, she probably could hit me up after this if she watches this, I almost feel like she realized like that was a whole little, like that I was a little girl. I was like a teenager. That was a teenager. And at the time I think she was like 25. And so she reached out, she apologized. I apologized for being ignorant and for messing with somebody that I had no business messing with. And that was basically, baby moms and I apologized to each other. We were good. Up until this day, we both follow each other on social media. I wouldn't say we're friends, but you know, I see her, I see what she's doing, she sees me, she sees what I'm doing. There's no beef. I've been with my man for years. I'm really not interested in that whole thing, but it was nuts. He commented on one of my pictures and I'm like, dude, you're fucking sick. You're sick. You're continuously trying to reopen a situation. And I blocked him. That was that. So that was like maybe 2 years ago. And I'm like, dude just didn't learn. And it's just, it don't sit right with me. So after I had processed everything, I'm like, I did play a role. I feel like I was a little bit ignorant. But also like, dude was like 23. I mean, when you're 23, you have, I'm pretty sure you have all your brain cells, and what he was doing was wrong. And looking back, I probably would have done things a little bit differently, but honestly, what I've been through has truly shaped me as a woman now. And so, yeah, it is what it is. And I'm just grateful that we are past that, and dude is blocked. That's it, guys. That's my story time. If it was all over the place, once again, I'm sorry, but give me grace. This is my first time coming on YouTube doing a story time. So if you want to hear more, definitely let me know in the comments. If you have a similar story that you want to share in the comments, I would encourage it so that, you know, I don't feel a little weird coming on here sharing this. And yeah, if you're not subscribed yet and you enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, turn on your post notifications, and I will see you guys in my next one.